potentially as to analyzing the needs that the town has and then how those needs are best serviced.
I think now that there is a charge for this service, which is certainly extremely important for our town highway department and our fire department, and therefore for all of us living here, the town board has a responsibility to everybody in the town to be sure that this is the best price possible for the service that we're getting. And so we'll be talking about that a little later, but right now we need to approve this bill. You all know it's here. I think Bonnie has arranged for it to. Has Bonnie left? I think she left. But this is something, so what we will be approving is simply going on month-to-month service.
Is there a budget resolution, or is that being paid out of general? Or how
It's
is that?
being paid out of general highway.
Okay. Okay, so then there's a line for that, so that's out.
So do we need to make a motion simply to approve doing this on a month-to-month basis, or?
I think so. If the issue is if it's already allocated out of highway's current budget, then you don't have to move monies around. So that should be, or do you need to make a motion?
It's out of the general fund.
It's out of the highway general.
Yeah, so you're asking for a transfer to that. So that resolution should be adopted. Is
So
it
we make a
total-
resolution or a motion, or we just do it through the budget resolution? We just know that we've discussed this.
You can do the budget resolution in order to approve the funding of it, and then you can approve the payment on the contract on that basis. On the
Okay.
month-to-month
So we
invoice.
should have a motion now.
Right, you should
All right.
adopt the resolution, I believe, first, and then you should do the,
After the budget resolution then, 'cause that's way at the end. I mean, we could, because there are other items on the budget resolution that
I would
discuss.
I would do this after the budget resolution.
Okay. All right, so let's just,
That's going to be for just going with
yes, yeah. All right. The next item on the agenda is the Garden Club request to use Lower Town Hall parking lot for their plant sale on May the 8th. So I make a motion that we grant the Garden Club permission to use the Lower Town Hall parking lot for their plant sale on May the 8th.
Second.
Okay.
All those any discussion?
No.
All those in favor? Okay. Next item, Lions Club request to use Town Hall Hill for their flea market, which will be on Saturday, June the 12th. So I make a motion that we grant the Lions Club request to use Town Hall Hill for the Lions Flea Market on Saturday, June the 12th, 2010. Any discussion?
They're moving up here?
No, it's on the hill.
Yeah,
They're on the hill, on the bottom part of the hill. All right, all those in favor? The next item on the agenda is the Master Plan Committee. There were 3 issues. I'll take them one at a time. The first was the town board needs to reserve the right to vote on the chair of the Master Plan Committee. We had a letter from the Master Plan Committee recommending a chairperson for their committee. On March 16th, 2010, the members of the Master Plan Committee selected by Town Board met for its first time as a formal committee. Members attending were Tom Angel, Robert Butt, Spencer Hall, Carol Hanlon, Conrad Levinson, Gary Levitt, John Royal, Jan Weedo, Stan Wilson. The committee had an extensive discussion as to what the duties and responsibilities of its chair would be during this critical process, especially as they relate to the charge we were given. We further discussed what qualifications would be required to carry out these responsibilities. The committee voted unanimously to designate Carol Hanlon as chairperson to serve subject to confirmation by the town board. Thank you for your consideration. So given the recommendation from the committee, I'd like to make a motion someone will second it, then we can have a discussion if anybody would like. So I make a motion that we accept the recommendation of the Master Plan Committee to appoint Carol Hanlon as chairperson to the Master Plan Committee, and Chris seconded. Is there any comments? Any discussion?
Just want to comment that it was a unanimous recommendation of a bipartisan committee, and I think that's a really good thing to see in our town.
Okay. All those in favor? All right. Congratulations. All right. The second issue for the Master Plan Committee is their request for a recording secretary. In their request, they wrote, a recording secretary will provide essential and necessary support, keeping accurate minutes and records of meetings for you, the town board, and residents of Stanford to review and comment upon. As you know, an accurate record is an essential component of a working document, such as a comprehensive plan. The committee also voted to have meetings twice a month, first and third Tuesdays, for a duration of no more than 2 hours each. The responsibilities of the secretary being requested would be to attend all the committee meetings, take notes, publish formal minutes from each meeting. They estimated 4 hours of meetings, about 7 hours to do the minutes for the 2 meetings for those 4 hours. And they would appreciate the board authorizing the creation of this position at its March meeting on April 8th. In our budget resolution, which comes up actually right after this, if we agree that the committee, the Master Plan Committee, can have a recording secretary, there is a budget resolution that includes those costs. So I would like to make a motion that the town board grant the request of the Master Plan Committee for a recording secretary to take notes, to attend the committee meetings, take notes, publish formal minutes.
Make a motion?
That's the motion.
I'll second that.
Okay. Does anybody have any discussion about it?
What was the cost again?
The cost will be, if you look at the budget resolution, it comes to, for the secretary, $1,200.
Now, there's a letter that's going out to, in other words, there's an ad going out to get a letter.
Yes, there'll have to be an ad that goes out for applicants.
The only thing I'd suggest is that the motion just be amended to make it contingent upon the approval of the budget resolution. So if you create the post, then you have to fund it from sources.
Thank you, Bill. Do you have that, Rita?
I do.
Okay.
What papers do they go in?
For the classified ad, I have been doing the Northern Dutchess News.
We also could post it around town on all the bulletin
Just
boards
put it on the
too.
bulletin board.
Yeah, put it on the bulletin boards around
Put it
town.
on
And we
our
can also
website.
put it on the website.
Chris, you can do that.
Yeah, I'll put on the website.
We're going to make him our IT person. All right, so we've had the motion, it's been seconded. All those in favor?
I really want to thank you guys.
We're not finished.
I know, but my secretary.
The last item of business for the that the Master Plan Committee sent to us was a copy of the request for proposals. You've had a chance to read it, Bill?
Yes, the only comment I'd make on it is it seeks to get a flat fee bid or proposal in that without really the scope defined and the project defined. I think you're going to be very limited in what you're going to get back as a response, or you're going to get a very wide range or high range of prices.